You would never speak to your worst enemy the way you speak to yourself. And yet, you are one of the kindest people someone else has ever met. You show up for everyone. You remember what hurts them. You check in when they go quiet. You forgive people who never even apologized. But when it comes to yourself, you catalog every mistake. You replay every embarrassing moment. You shrink at compliments and hold on to criticism like it's the only honest thing anyone has ever said about you. And you don't fully understand why. Here's what psychology found. This isn't a personality trait. This isn't modesty. This isn't you being humble. This is a survival pattern that your brain built when you were young, in an environment where your worth felt conditional, where love had to be earned, where being good enough meant being good for others, never for yourself. Somewhere along the way, you learned that you were too much, or not enough, or both, depending on the day. So you made yourself useful. You made yourself needed, because if people needed you, at least they wouldn't leave. And kindness became your armor, not because you didn't feel pain, but because directing that pain outward into care for others felt safer than turning it inward into care for yourself. And here's what that costs you. You give people patience you've never once given yourself. You give people second chances you've never once given yourself. You tell your friends, "You're being too hard on yourself." And then you go home and spend 3 hours being too hard on yourself about something nobody else even remembers. You are living with two sets of rules. One for everyone around you, generous, forgiving, endlessly patient. And one for yourself, ruthless. And the cruelest part? You call the first set kindness, and you call the second set standards. But here's the thing about people who hate themselves but love others deeply. You are not broken. You are someone who learned how to love in difficult conditions. You learned to love without having a safe place to land, without being shown that you deserved the same love you gave so freely to everyone else. You learned to love under pressure. And that means you are capable of something most people never develop: the ability to love someone even when it's hard. The only question left is whether you'll ever turn that love inward. Not because you've earned it, not because you've finally fixed everything you think is wrong with you, but because you are a human being, and human beings deserve kindness, especially from themselves. If this found you today, save it for the day you forget it again, because you will forget, and that's okay. That's what it means to be human.